East Ash People's TV with Phillipa Saddington from the National Union of Teachers, who's got some concerns about the education policy announced earlier in the week to further test 7-year-olds and some of the strains that were put on the education system. So, Phillipa, what's your concerns?
I'm very concerned about this. I've got three main concerns. I'm concerned for the students, I'm concerned for the teachers, and I'm concerned for the schools. I'm very worried about the children. These tests have already been abolished once in 2004, and it's worth mentioning that our children in our schools are the most tested in Europe. And it seems ridiculous that we're going to put 7-year-olds under the stress of this test. It just seems unfair. I'm concerned as well for the teachers. This seems to be some kind of accountability measure to make teachers accountable for what they do. And clearly parents need to know that their children are progressing, and we understand that. But research has shown that progress in schools isn't always linear. Children will go backwards and forwards, and that's normal, and we need to accept that. I'm very worried about the extra workload that this will have for teachers. Research has already shown that teachers work on average a 60-hour week, and quite a lot of that is unpaid. And these tests will make that even worse, as there is change that has to be assimilated quickly that hasn't necessarily been given the thought that it should have done. But I think my biggest concern is for the schools. Conservative policy at the moment is very wedded to the ideology of academies, and the testing regime will allow more forced academies, which will then leave the door wide open for profit making in education. I think that this is wrong, and I'm very concerned that that's what the bigger picture will bring.
Right, so what's the alternative to this, and how do we make things better?
I think we need to accept that children are children. We need to accept that their progress isn't linear, and we need to build that into our planning. I think that ending performance-related pay for teachers would be a very positive step forward, as it isn't possible to hold teachers accountable for everything that children do in the classroom. And I think we also need to celebrate the value and the expertise that the local authorities bring to our education system, and we need to stop the programme of forced academies.
Phillipa Saddington on East Ash People's TV, thanks a lot.
Thank you.